What's going on, good people? Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton here. And guess what? This is let's see if I can find the correct one to stream across the bottom here as I make a few adjustments to the background and get us to where it is that we are supposed to be so that you guys can see each and everything that I do need for you to see. Welcome to the live Canva in a Snap follow-up mini class with the Brandmaster. Did I say that right? Canva in a Snap follow-up. No, Canva and a Slap mini class follow-up with the Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton, your cash flow queen and founder of the #1 legal tax hack to hire your kids in a home-based business. So we're here today to discuss the follow-up. So we've had a length of time that we actually had to go through because the original request was at the end of the class for us to jump over into the boot camp. We needed some of your content to be able to work on. And it took some of you who came into the initial class a little bit of time to get in there and work on it. And I understand. We're in the holidays. We're smack in the middle of the holidays at the time this was recorded. And you guys needed an opportunity to enjoy your family first. Catch the plug, right? And I understand that. So that's absolutely positively wonderful. It worked for me. It worked for you. Let's keep it rolling. So now it's time for us to actually follow up with a little bit of that information and for us to determine what's next. Okay. And so when the boot camp was originated in my mind and it was downloaded to me and it was voluntold to me by my coach Cortez Hustle Fatherpreneur, right? Basically it was, you need to do a Canva mini class. And we did the Canva mini class. But when I began putting together what would be the coursework that we would need to cover, guys, it got extensive. Okay, I'm going to see if I can drop the screen down so I can share that with you just to show you the extensive nature of what I mean by it got extensive. And it let me know that even though my directive was to give you guys a mini class, which we were able to go through, and I did go ahead and choose to leave that live so that it could be aired. Because I am who I am, and because my daily goal is to brand you, educate you, and to help you get your assets in order so that you can live a legacy, or better yet, leave one, there were so many more things that I needed to make sure that were covered. Okay. And so by the time I started going through what was really needed, let me show you guys really quickly. It got pretty deep. And because I don't want to leave you guys half-winded and only giving you half of what it is that I know that you need, let's get that one moved away. I realized that there was much more that I needed to deliver. And so this is actually what it ended up looking like. The fact that not only do you guys need Canva, right, but you need the extensive background of more than just Canva, okay? And so because we document the process of everything that we do, I went through this extensive lineage. Okay, you see that, guys, of everything that it is. And so let's jump over into, so you can see what's forthcoming. Let's get beyond the mechanics of how this all works and the emails that was sent out and the corresponding auto responders that were, involved. Let's jump right down into day one, what we were to cover. And so if you look at what it was that we were to cover, you guys probably can hear me a little bit clearer now that my heater that's on the floor, is acting away. When you get to a certain age, things start getting hot really quick and things start getting cold really quick. So I have to keep a heater on deck. Okay. But back to what we have to discuss here at hand. When you jump down into the mechanics of what it was that I wanted to discover on day one, we were going to go through, the introduction. On day two, we were going to cover design fundamentals, typography, and text effects, working with images and illustrations, and then also the visual content. This is the extent of what I want to cover in the Canva Bootcamp. But believe it or not, even more important than that is my clear understanding as a brand master. I can give you guys all of this background knowledge for Canva and how to make that happen. But here's the problem. If you don't have a brand to get out here and distribute those designs for, what are you designing? You're just putting together some pretty great graphics with now some pretty great information, but you're not exactly sure where that leads the person to. Like, you may not have your domain set up. You may not know what your link is in your product, niche, service, or company that would fit. You know what I'm saying? Because when we're part of these companies, they give us this really long link because they're accounting for so many mechanics that happen in the background of the company website. And then if something changes in the company, you have printed and posted web media, print media, social media that is out there, and the links for the company change. And so now your links don't work on your printed, unchangeable, posted, or printed information. And so it's very important that we cover some very, very, very basic fundamentals to branding to ensure that you guys have that, so that as your designs take place, your links are correct. And so even if the company does make a shift or a change or add a fabulous new product, then you are available to go to wherever you have your link stored at. Shameless plug, domains.familyfirstdesigns.com or domains.martinabrityoverton.com. You want to make sure you go to that place and you make an adjustment to your subdomain so that your link that is printed still works, right? You don't have to go through a reprint. You don't have to go through spending more money, even though it is expenses and you can write it off because it's marketing. You don't have to go through the time waste. You don't have to go through the frustration. You don't have to look unprofessional because your links still work. And if you guys don't know that part before you actually create the designs and distribute them, then you, you don't know. There's nothing you can do about it. And so even though we have this content that is available for the 5-day boot camp, there's a little bit of branding that will need to be shown on the front end. And then so should you choose to go deeper inside of branding, then you're available to come into relationship with me as far as a business agreement is concerned. And I can either do it with you, you can do it yourself, or my team and I will do it for you. Okay, so that depends on what your pockets look like. All right, and so that's kind of what is taking the amount of time, because I want you guys to understand I don't want to just give you anything. That's why this specific length of information is so extensive, to help you guys understand what comes next, and then what comes next, and then what comes next. Okay, I want to make sure that you have all that information. And so while I was able to begin to receive some of your designs, thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, Karesha. Thank you, Cassandra. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Regina. Thank you guys for sending over to me what it was that I needed to begin to show inside of this training, what those design changes would look like. Okay, so that was very important, or else I would be in there using all of my stuff or my client stuff that aren't a part of the Canva and the Snap mini class, and it wouldn't be relevant to you guys, and you wouldn't be able to make certain manipulations inside of your accounts. Okay, and so I'll go and grab Regina's, because I know pretty quickly that hers is available, and I will pull hers up and show you what I mean. So as you see down here, she gave me access for her project, and then we shared it with our mentor as well, because he's working on a part of the project as well as myself working on a part of her project, and we're all able to utilize the same files. And also, if a file is created, and I believe this is one that I actually probably need to go in and ensure the adjustment was made and send that one over to the other individual, the other team member that's working on this, so they can make the adjustments and the changes that they need to make on their end as well. But when you go in and share that project with other people inside of the team, now you are available to get to the expected end. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull that up, and I'll show you specifically what I mean by that. And I think I clicked it twice. I sure did. Okie dokie, there we go. And so this is a project that Dr. Regina shared with me, and I have the original files down below. These were the original files that were sent over with the purple, and I believe this was more accurately the purple that we designed her original brand with. And so there were very slight changes you see that need to be made. So let's bring those up here, and you'll be able to see these were the original files that were sent over, these 4 or 5 slides here. And then I just made very, very slight changes to the information. And so we gave her the ebook cover. We gave her 3 variations of the ebook cover utilizing her logo that was already in place. And it looks like her logo is missing on this one. So I have to inquire about that one just to make sure everything's copacetic. But we took the original branding logo with the colors and everything and put those here. And then we also mocked up a couple of files for her to be able to utilize here. And we used this as a training session so that she would know how to be able to get her files from the upload process inside of her folder and then place directly inside of the mockup product as well. And so that is a project that was shared with me. I believe, again, I think I actually did a live on YouTube with both of Cassandra's, and also with Karesh's. Let's see if I can get over to have them up as a thumbnail so able to see those. If I am not mistaken, let's turn the volume off on that. And I think I added them both to my live training as well as to my Teach You Tuesday or Watch Me Work Wednesday. So let's go into this playlist here. There we are. So right here, and we'll press pause on that. I was live with that one. And so here is the thumbnail that we utilized for that one. So here's the project that Cassandra sent over. We had very, very minor changes to her. She needed to put an extra period right here behind the PRA. And then she needed to remove the colon that was up here behind the word time. I suggested that she make the body of text down here maybe a little bit larger so it was easier to be seen. And I believe that was it. We may have had one other, and to remove the period that was here behind more. Other than that, she did an amazing job. She followed the directions. The flyer is gorgeous for a first timer. The flyer is gorgeous for a more seasoned individual as well. She did a great job. And I don't mean seasoned in age, I mean seasoned in design skills. Her background removal for her image worked out great. Her name is very big, you know it's her. And then we discussed her Wealth with the Wootens hashtag that needed to be added, or we need to discuss moving further into her branding because again, she has mwrfinancial.com/C Wooten. This is her company link. However, if for any reason, which we have seen it happen, companies change links, then this flyer would no longer be valid. Okay. And so if she'd gone through the process of doing more extensive things like putting up banners and things like that, then yeah, that would cause a problem because her branding would no longer work. All right. Now for Koresha, I believe the only thing we really discussed was making her information here a little bit larger. And so for this one, I probably, if I recall correctly, would have suggested making this not a portrait design, but a horizontal design so that she would have more room for her longer email address. And then she would be able to make it larger and bolder so people could read it more easily. Her QR code and the structure of all of this is beautiful. Okay. And so we did not have too many things that could happen. And I'm telling you guys, the proud look on my face, even though this was an image that was taken at my last photo shoot, I really am proud of these ladies for submitting that. Okay. And so we also will be working additionally on Vanessa's information that was sent over and Deborah's information that was sent over, and we'll be presenting those on the next one. So I wanted to follow up with you guys. I wanted to give you an update of what's going on, and I wanted to let you know, welcome to December. We are here, and now it's actually time to get started with the boot camp. So look for the information to come over to your email as well as an SMS follow-up. That would be a text follow-up to let you guys know when, what, where, who, and how. We're going to jump into not only the Canva Bootcamp, but also you guys are going to get some very basic information about branding so that as you continue to make your designs, it matches with the branding that you have in place, and it matches so that the information that will be shared out actually matches you, your work, your location, your domains, your subdomains, your email addresses, and all of that makes sense for your brand. So I hope you all excited. Thank you again, and forgive the brand master for being a little slow in her follow-up We are in the holidays, but that is absolutely no excuse. I wanted to make sure I came on, I touched base, and that I let you know where we are and what's coming next. I'll catch you guys on the other side. To your success, your call to action, your CTA for this is to definitely respond when you get this and let me know that you have viewed it. And some of the other people who registered for the course, I'm not going to call their names, but some of the other people who registered for that mini class and who were blessed to be able to come into the boot camp, guys, need you guys to follow up. I need you to submit your things. I can't help you with a design that I don't see. Okay, that's as nice as I'm going to be, because you guys know I will volunteer you a little bit more harshly, but I can't help you with what I can't see. Okay, and my job is to help you become the best possible representation of your passion and to live out your purpose that you have been given the space on God's green earth to fill. Okay, so to your success, I'll catch you on the flip side.